Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today I'm very happy to announce that we have a couple of more states that have been approved for the SNAP Food Stamps Max benefits for the month of April, you guys. Of course, as always, I bring you the payout date information. Now in this video, we'll also be including the payout date information for the SNAP Max benefits for March, given that the month still hasn't ended. Now keep in mind, guys, that for this SNAP Max benefits, we have 40 states that have been approved, and in this video, I'll also be including information regarding one state where the governor wants to send debit cards for drivers and free public transportation under his proposal. Now, for my friends in the state of New Jersey, there's also a new $500 tax rebate proposal for your state, so make sure you stay until the end of this video to ensure that you receive this information. Now, before we get started, if you're interested in the latest news regarding stimulus, child tax credit, SNAP, p-ebt, and everything in between, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. And don't forget to subscribe to my new YouTube channel called Linda Savings. If you're interested in knowing about the latest sales, discounts, and how to save your money while shopping at some of your favorite stores like Costco, Walmart, Target, Aldi, and many other stores, then this is the channel for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Link to the channel will be in the video description. And as always, thank you guys so much for your support. And also, guys, don't forget to take advantage of these offers. Let's start with the Ibotta app, where you can get cash back when doing your grocery shopping. You can also receive $10 once you sign up and upload your first receipt using the referral code that is on this screen. And now for those of you that want to maximize your rewards, you can use a second app like Fetch Rewards to upload that same receipt you just uploaded to the Ibotta app. Fetch is actually super easy to use, as it will give you points for uploading any type of receipt. You'll even get an additional 2,000 points just for signing up with this referral code. And finally, don't forget that you can shop for your groceries on Amazon with your EBT or your p-ebt card. The good news is that this one is completely free. No membership is required. And now for those of you guys that want to try out Amazon Prime to purchase other things, you can try it out completely free for 30 days. Just go ahead and click that link in the video description. Now, I'm sure we're all feeling the very high gas prices that are going on right now, you guys, and trust me, we all want to know what exactly Congress is doing or the states are doing in general to help us out, right? So there's a new proposal in Congress to offset these high gas prices. Last week, Representative Mike Thompson, John Larson, and Lauren Underwood introduced the Gas Rebate Act of 2022, which would send Americans an energy rebate of $100 per month, you guys, plus $100 for each dependent. For each month, the national gas price average exceeds the $4 per gallon through the year 2022. Eligible recipients would be single filers earning up to $75,000 or joint filers earning up to $150,000. So that's the proposal that you guys are going to see in Congress right now, you guys. So the plan would work similarly to the 3 stimulus checks the federal government offered in 2020 and then back in 2021, in that the payments would be aimed at low and middle class households. So the proposal doesn't exactly specify how the rebate checks would be paid for, and the text of the bill isn't yet published. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, it doesn't seem like this proposal has enough support pretty much from Congress in general at the federal level. It's more likely that the states would be able to help us out in terms of these gas rebates. Now let's look at what some states are planning to do to help their residents with these hiking gas prices. So for my friends in the state of California, it seems like your governor is proposing debit cards for drivers and free public transportation. California Governor Gavin Newsom announced a proposal on Wednesday to help Californians battling some of the highest gas prices in the U.S., including $400 rebates to all drivers in the state, as well as a plan to make public transit temporarily free, you guys. So under the proposed $11 billion relief package, $9 billion will go to rebates for registered drivers. Drivers will be eligible for $400 per vehicle, up to 2 vehicles per person. So the rebate will come in the form of $400 debit cards issued to all registered vehicle owners. Now, another $2 billion will go towards other things such as free public transportation free for 3 months, you guys, and a pause on inflation adjustments to gas and diesel excise tax rates, and incentives to prioritize biking and walking projects throughout the state, to name a few. Now, guys, keep in mind that Governor Gavin Newsom's current proposal does not have an income limit, which means that these debit cards could really go to anyone, even if they're on the high income earners. So some people actually called him out on it, and this is what he had to say. So the governor's office said Newsom is open to discussing ways with the legislature to eliminate refunds for high value cars, but his proposal is currently structured to send payments in the form of $400 debit cards to all vehicle registrants regardless of income. So I'm sure this would probably get changed. Hopefully it does, right? So hopefully these funds go directly only to those who actually need it. So when will it be available? The governor's team says it plans to meet with the state legislatures in the coming days to hash out the details. Once approved, California drivers could see payments as early as July. And now for my friends in the state of New Jersey, it seems like a New Jersey state senator is also proposing a $500 gas tax rebate. So a New Jersey state senator is proposing a $500 gas tax rebate as a way to ease mounting anger and frustration over the increasing price of gasoline. So the rebate was proposed by Senator Edward Durr, who said that the state should use tax revenue to offset the cost of gasoline for New Jersey residents. So starting this month, Governor Phil Murphy also announced his proposal of tax rebates for homeowners and for renters. So under his plan, homeowners making up to $250,000 per year may be eligible for rebates averaging $700, and renters earning up to $100,000 may qualify for up to $250 in rebates. So there you have it, you guys. This is exactly what's going on in the state of New Jersey. Once again, all of these things that I've previously mentioned are just proposals. We'll continue to keep you updated as more information becomes available. And now moving on to the SNAP emergency allotments for the month of April, you guys. As of today, we have 12 states that have been approved. And as always, I bring you here the payout date information. Now, keep in mind, guys, that these dates I'm about to provide you with are directly from the USDA website. There is a chance that your payment date could change, or simply that your state falls behind in terms of payment. So all I can recommend for you is to contact your local SNAP office. Now, also, there's a couple of states that are no longer providing those SNAP emergency allotments, and that includes the state of Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, Florida, Idaho, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, and the state of Arkansas. And also, guys, if your state is not on this list, don't panic just yet. Remember that more states continue to be added every week. So starting off with the payout date information for those in the state of Alabama from April 29th through April 30th. Maine, April 8th. Michigan, we have April 16th through April 25th. New Jersey from the 1st through the 5th of April. We also have North Carolina on this list from April 22nd through May 1st. Oregon, that would be issuing 3 rounds. So round 1, April 11th. Round 2, April 28th. Round 3 on May 2nd. Rhode Island, April 3rd. South Carolina, April 1st through April 19th. Washington, April 2nd through April 20th. West Virginia, April 5th, and a final run on the May 10th. We also have Wisconsin on this list, issuing payment on April 23rd. And for my friends in the state of Wyoming, this state will be depositing payments once again based on the first letter of your last name. So A through D, April 2nd. E through K, April 3rd, L through R, April 4th, and S through Z, April 5th. And now moving on to the payout date information for the SNAP emergency allotments for the month of March. Remember, guys, that there's 40 states on this list, and that includes Alabama that will be depositing payments either on March 31st or April 1st, Alaska between the 1st through the 31st of the month of March, Arizona between March 1st through March 14th, California April 16th, Colorado between March 6th through March 11th, Connecticut March 17th, Delaware March 23rd, and then we also have DC that is on a regular issuance schedule, Georgia March 28th through March 31st, Hawaii April 12th, Illinois March 21st through March 29th. The state of Indiana will be depositing payment only on the odd days between March 5th through March 23rd, Iowa between March 1st through March 10th, Kansas between April 15th through the 24th, Kentucky between March 2nd through March 19th, Louisiana March 5th or March 12th or March 19th or March 26th, Maine, March 10th. Maryland, between March 1st all the way through the 31st. Massachusetts, April 4th. Michigan, between the 19th through the 28th of March. Also, Minnesota, between April 5th through April 28th. New Hampshire will be depositing payments either on March 3rd, March 18th, April 3rd, or April 15th. Next, we have the state of New Jersey depositing payment anywhere between March 1st through March 5th. New Mexico, between March 1st through March 31st. For New York, for those specifically in New York City, it'll be anywhere between March 17th through the 30th. And then for the rest of the state, anywhere between March 7th all the way through the 17th. North Carolina, anywhere between March 22nd through March 31st. Ohio, March 24th. Oklahoma, anywhere between March 10th through March 15th. Oregon will be depositing payment once again in 3 rounds. So round 1, March 11th, round 2, March 31st, and round 3 on April 2nd. Pennsylvania, March 17th through March 30th. Rhode Island, March 3rd. South Carolina, March 1st through March 28th. And Texas, anywhere between March 7th through the 11th. The state of Utah will be depositing payment on March 27th. Vermont, April 14th. Virginia, March 16th. Washington, anywhere between March 2nd all the way through March 20th. West Virginia, March 3rd, and a final run on April 13th. Wisconsin, March 19th. And also remember, guys, that there's a couple of states that are 1 month behind. So here we have the SNAP emergency allotments for the month of February. Starting off with California depositing payment either on March 19th or March 26th. Kansas, March 15th through the 24th, and Minnesota anywhere between March 8th all the way through March 31st. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notifications button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you guys next time.